need to just check that you guys can hear and see me, so please bear with me. While I do that, if you happen to be watching this video in July, this video is not late. It is just available to my light keepers first. By the way, my light keepers, thank you so much for being subscribed. I appreciate you. I make this content exclusively for you. Okay, so if you'd like to become one, if you'd like to receive this video in divine timing with the rest of the light keepers, the link is in description below, along with all the rest of my links that you'll need if you would like to engage with me further. Okay. All right, so I'm doing my forecast a little bit differently this month. This is not the usual format, but the way May went for me, this is how the readings have to be. This is also probably not the last time that I'll do it like this. I don't want to make it a habit, but it's just where I'm at right now. One day I'll have a team of people who will edit things for me and put it together, but while I am still building said business, sometimes we're just going to have to live stream these forecasts without pretty editings and filters and all the things. Okay, Leo, cause right. Ooh, I'm glad I saved you for last. Praise. Ooh, I was a little nervous. I did my forecast earlier this morning. My personal forecast, I'm just a little kind of like confused about, but I'm like, all right, we'll see. But I'm happy to see what's in front of me. All right. If you want to know how my normal format is for this, please visit one of my older videos to see how I normally do the flow of my forecast. But if you're not new here, you know how this is going to go. But if you are new here, just roll with it. All right. We're going to get into 3 readings. You're going to get a lot of information. It's going to be great. Current self, the Hierophant. Let me adjust my mirror so I can make sure you guys can see the cards. The Hierophant. The Hierophant does represent the sign of Taurus. It also represents structures, institutions, organizations, okay? Doing something the tried and true way. So at the start of June, you are likely focused on or dealing with some sort of organization or also focused on spiritual advisement. Maybe I obviously am a spiritual advisor. Maybe you want to work with a spiritual advisor, or maybe you are trying to work on coaching yourself in some way. You guys know I don't use reversals in this deck. So it could be a message that you're doing something unconventional, but I don't think Spirit would use that card to portray that for me. But because I trust that Spirit knows how I like to use my decks. And I don't think that that is the card that they would want to use if you were doing something your own way, but maybe. I don't know. I feel like this is more about you wanting to kind of like get serious. There's a message here at the beginning of June of you, Leo, wanting to get organized and buttoned up. I feel you're ready maybe to partner with organizations in some way. Okay. Theme of the month is 10 of Pentacles, which we love to see. This is legacy, abundance, success, and achievement. And it's lovely that it's right next to the 6 of Wands, which is the key goal to pursue this month: success, victory, and achievement. Gosh, how lovely. Pursuing the bag this month, but also like having recognition and success along with that. Obstacle to overcome is the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands does represent domestic harmony, so this could be in relation to a domestic dispute. It could be in relation to an issue within your home or about your home. It's about domestic affairs. Major accomplishment is the 2 of Swords. Indecision usually is the message of the 2 of Swords. So you're coming to some decision or conclusion about something or someone. Something maybe you've been going back and forth with for either a while or maybe just the month of June. What to avoid is the Eight of Swords, being in your head, feeling like a victim, feeling like everything and everyone is against you, negative self-talk. We don't want to lean into that this month. We want to embrace King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but more along that vein of success, wealth, abundance, achievement, okay? Double confirmation there. Like if your finances were in a state of disarray, they will be together by the end of June. I kind of already knew that for myself. My personal forecast had 9 of Pentacles for June, so I was like, okay, we're going to be good in June. It's nice and comforting to know and have that foresight, but it doesn't make it any easier to sit through when you're going through those slumps. 2 of Pentacles is here in terms of where to find support. 2 of Pentacles is balance, juggling a lot of priorities, getting your priorities in order, getting your finances in order. Okay. Advice and encouragement is Page of Swords, doing your research, gathering information, and communicating not only about what you're learning, but sharing your voice. Okay. Speaking up for yourself as well. So let's clarify a few of these things. What do I want to clarify? I want to clarify why. I want to clarify the Six of Wands. Look, back of the deck energy is King of Pentacles. Bow. Clarify the key goals to pursue. Do you want to achieve recognition? 5 of Wands here, needing to put yourself out there, putting your hat in the ring, getting noticed. Yeah, I kind of think that's the message. You want to get noticed. You really want to make the effort to get some, especially like, this may not be social media, even though that is definitely our world today. This could also about getting like FaceTime with the boss kind of thing. You're wanting to get recognized. You're wanting to look at the 4 of Cups just flipped out reverse, looking at the glass half full versus half empty. Equals pursue. Clarify, please. Nothing else is coming out, so I don't know if we don't need another message. Knight of Cups is here as well. Maybe there's a love interest for you to pursue, or something that is emotionally fulfilling and rewarding. Maybe, you know, sifting through a lot of different suitors to find the one that is best for you. There's an energy here, Leo, of actually being the prize. But you just need other people to recognize it. Well, of course, we already know we're the prize. But you're needing to make sure other people notice as well. Okay, let's clarify 4 of Wands, obstacle to overcome. Clarify 4 of Wands, please. The Chariot, interesting. The Chariot is about future-focused energy, forward momentum. I often consider it as looking ahead to the future, or physically moving, or what's the other one? Or your vehicle. Okay. Moving forward in some way, domestic harmony. Maybe this is about uncertainty about moving a relationship forward. Clarify hard work. Okay. It's coming out here. The Chariot also represents the sign of Cancer, in case that's important to anyone. Clarify the obstacle to overcome for Leo, please, in the month of June. Journey. Huh. There seems to be maybe some trip that will need to be made. Perhaps to see family, that's possible. Maybe again in relation to a Cancer. That's interesting. The sign of zodiac sign of Cancer. The 2 of Swords is here. 2 of Swords is here again as well. I just want to get one more card about the obstacle to overcome. Clarify obstacle to overcome, please, for Leo. 2 of Cups. Partnership here. There's a union that needs attention. Maybe it has to deal with somebody traveling. Maybe it is involved in restabilizing a union. Maybe perhaps not moving on. We'll see what comes up in your love life. So let's just take that as information. Your love reading, excuse me. Let's clarify major accomplishment, the Two of Swords here. Page of Wands, exploring, freedom. Fire sign energy as well, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Two of Wands, looking towards the future. To me, looking at the Page of Wands and looking at the Two of Wands, the major accomplishment would be that you're deciding to look towards the future rather than stay stagnant or to stay where you are. That feels like the message to me. Because the only alternative would be to stay where you are if we have cards like the Two of Wands and the Page of Wands. You know what I mean? There's like this future-focused energy here, wanting to explore, wanting to create, wanting to see what's out there. But that seems to be what you're going to do. Clarify, please. Major accomplishment for Leo. The Lovers as well. Wow. The Lovers represents, of course, romantic connections, but also partnerships, contracts, and unions, along with the marriages card. It's like it's a significant partnership here. What is the decision being made about this future-focused partnership? Okay, we have Ace of Pentacles and King of Wands. A new offer is coming in by the end of the month, perhaps by another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone who is a fellow creative or leader or inspirational leader. Yeah. With the Ace of Pentacles here, this is a new offer of something that has the potential to grow. It usually is monetary, but it could be an offer of love. It could be an offer of, it's usually an offer of something that has the ability to grow. Either, you know, also too, what I'm seeing is, considering how we have a lot of messages related to love here, okay, partnerships, unions, it could even be that someone is making a big gesture for you that you're unsure about, and it may be that you decide to take it, Leo. Very interested to see what comes up in your love life. I don't need to clarify the Eight of Swords. That's pretty straightforward to me. Get out of your head. I don't need to clarify key goal to pursue. That's not what this is. What to embrace, because that's also pretty clear to me. This could also be a person, the King of Pentacles here, somebody who's wealthy and successful, but I also claim this energy for you as well of embracing wealth and abundance for yourself. And I don't feel like I need to clarify the Two of Pentacles or the Page of Swords. I just don't. I think those are pretty straightforward to me. Hopefully they're straightforward to you as well. Let's move on to your love life. Yeah. You know, guys, it's going to be, even for myself, like I do my readings and I say, okay, let's see how this plays out. There are some months where I'm just like, okay, boom, I know exactly how this month is going to go. And I just take it day by day. And there's other months where I'm just like, I don't know exactly how things are going to come together. I have an idea of where things will land, but I don't exactly know how we get there. And so I say that to say that as you're listening to these readings and you're just like, I don't really know how this is going to come together. You don't have to. That's kind of the beauty. This is just a roadmap. This is just a roadmap to kind of help guide you and give you confirmation of like how things will unfold most likely in your life. Is it going to be exact for every person under the sound of my voice? No. Okay. But if you do want a specific reading, I do encourage you to do that. You can book that at any time using the links below. But anyway, my point is that I want you to take this in. Don't try to prove it is accurate. Don't try to make your reading come true. live your life, and as things begin to unfold, you'll remember, oh, Whitney said XYZ. Let me go back to that reading. And that's why I have them chaptered out so you can do that. 5 of Cups is coming out. I don't even know why I'm shuffling this deck. I don't need it anymore. Just rambling at this point. All right, so I already shuffled all your cards this month, or for this month, so let's just jump right in. Okay. Okay. 5 of Cups coming out again. All right. Okay, here we go. I feel like I wasn't really focused. Free yourself is coming out. Okay, we'll take that. What do you have for Leo? For the month of June, please. What do you have for Leo for the month of June? You'll see that fire. Okay. Ouch, 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 ouch. All right. All right, so what to expect? We have the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Wands reversed. The 9 of Wands is about resilience and perseverance, whereas the 2 of Wands is about forward planning. But it's about when you need to go back to the drawing board when it comes up reversed. And I think you know that at the beginning of, where are we? I think you know that at the beginning of June. I'm like, what month is it? There's something that you are giving another go, whether a relationship or dating in general, but you have a different approach to it. You're starting June off with that energy. You've got a different approach. You're trying to change how you do things, going back to the drawing board, fixing, changing your behavior, patterns, etc., to have a better experience. Unexpected. 5 of Pentacles and the Temperance reverse. 5 of Pentacles represents need, feeling abandoned. The Temperance does represent the sign of Sagittarius, but it's also about balance and patience and moderation. Okay, when it's reversed, it represents impatience. It represents unwillingness to compromise. You may be feeling judged this month, or you may be feeling that someone is unwilling to meet you halfway financially on something. Like you may feel like if you're in a partnership, you may feel like you're like, this is just simple. Like, let's say your partner wants you to split rent all of a sudden. Like y'all been living together for 3 years and all of a sudden your partner wants you to split rent. That might surprise you. Be like, what the fuck? I've never split that with you. Like, why would we do that? And that just might surprise or shock you. That's just something that's coming through. I'm trying to interpret this again for a lot of people. It could be that a Sagittarius in your life is feeling neglected or abandoned, or you neglect or abandon a Sagittarius. 5 of Pentacles is about need. It's about financial need, emotional need, feeling the need to be rescued. I don't usually say that, but okay. Maybe feeling the need to be rescued, sure. Can you clarify the unexpected for Leo, please? The Tower. Yeah, sudden change, chaos, upheaval. Five of Pentacles, again, is about not having enough. 3 of Cups. This could be in a relationship. This could be in in relation to friends and family or community. Maybe feeling iced out. Because of family. Maybe you're feeling like you're not getting enough. I mean, it could still matter. I started to say maybe you're feeling like you're not getting enough attention this month. There's like an imbalance and feeling neglected unexpectedly. Like you're not able to spend as much time with someone. Or again, like I said, family, friends could be an issue this month. So somebody might need something from you, and that puts pressure on the relationship, or need something from your partner. I actually want to address this card, healing family issues. That could be a factor here in this unexpected. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I don't love this card. I'm going to read it though, because it kind of focuses on parents, but I feel like that was a missed opportunity to go deeper. Anyway, the answers to your prayers about your love life are based in your feelings about your mother and father. The romance angels see that you'd benefit from releasing old anger toward one or both of them. That's because your feelings about your parents influence your choice of romantic partner and the way in which you deal with relationships. You can ask the angels to help you put forgiveness into action. Okay, maybe somebody needs this. Okay. To forgive someone doesn't mean that you're endorsing his or her behavior. The angels will tell you rather than doing so is a form of deep emotional detoxification. It means I'm no longer willing to carry toxic energy within my mind and body. I don't love that message, but I do like the message of healing family issues because I kind of feel like that's what's happening. Somebody's addressing some abandonment wounds. Either you're addressing your abandonment wounds or your partner, or it's coming up in your dating life somehow where maybe you have to deal with it in therapy or something. Remember I said that. Okay. Theme of the month, 9 of Swords reverse, coming out of fear and anxiety. We've got 2 of Pentacles upright, balancing time, priorities and money. You and your partner are likely making time for you. Maybe despite what's happening unexpectedly, there is feeling like there's some balance, or at least maybe balance will come into the relationship after this kind of moment of chaos. We've got 10 of Pentacles reversed. I really just think though it's due to the 10 of Wands here upright. It's due to someone kind of like being really busy. Hangman here. Somebody's definitely feeling neglected here. 5 of Cups reversed. I feel like somebody's waiting for a call, waiting for attention, but somebody's working a lot. It feels like a relationship is going, like you're waiting on somebody to balance their priorities. Maybe it's you, maybe you're trying to figure out how to balance your priorities and you're just trying to figure it out and you're trying to make sure maybe someone else doesn't feel neglected. That could be the vibe here. Okay. The Oracle messages are free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, and religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay. Free yourself. I kind of like love and hate that card because whenever I see the free yourself card, I'm just like, oh gosh. I get kind of nervous because to me it's like, oh gosh, is it not going to work? Do I have to move on from this? Do I have to let this go? Okay. Like the unicorn in the image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you've relinquished control to someone else, or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, you'll sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in what ways do I feel limited or constrained? Trust the answers you receive. This card comes to you from the romance angels because they've heard your call for great love. To experience passion, though, you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas of your life where you harbor discontent. Maybe healing the family issues, right? Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. All right. Sorry, I thought I had on glasses. Okay, we're taking this in, Leo. We're taking it in, but we're also going to move on, okay? We're going to move on. It just really seems like there's a message here of like expectations needing to be clearly defined in your love life. To be honest, if really out of everything else, that's kind of what's coming through for me, expectations needing to be defined in your love life, maybe with somebody you're dating or in a committed relationship. And that could span to emotions and finances, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. And even going back to this religious card, you might come from a perspective of like, well, I'm Christian and like man is the head of the household and I'm here to do this and da 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 da. You know, maybe that's your. Y'all ever watched? Remember Love Is Blind? I remember I was watching one season and there was like a really cute couple. It was like a white guy and it was a I don't know if she was Indian or Pakistani or what she was, but she was a brown woman. And they had such great chemistry. And there was a big issue. I hope y'all watched it because I don't watch every season. There was a big issue because he asked what she did for work or something. And she was a professional makeup artist. So I don't think she was broke, but there was like a big issue or topic. Like she asked him the question of like, would you let me pay? And I think he said, yeah, or something like that. I don't know. And she was like, that would be really embarrassing to me. So I think this was the issue. I don't exactly 100% recall. But she was like, that would be really embarrassing that you would let me pay. And it really kind of just shed light on like their values and like family dynamics. And so I'm bringing that up to say that is very much how she was raised and what the expectations were for her. And that made him uncomfortable for whatever reason. And I think they tried to work through it, but ultimately, I think he left her at the altar, which was bullshit. Or maybe he left her. I think he didn't do her like that. I think he called it off before they got to the wedding. But it was kind of lame because you could tell they had a really good connection. So that's what I'm saying. Like maybe there's a level set that needs to happen in your love life around values and expectations. All right, let's look into your career. 6 of Wands is out here again. There is a lot of relief coming in your career and finances. A lot of relief coming in your career and finances, I feel. What do you have for Leo for the month of June? Praise. We got the... You know, somebody else got the windfall card too. I forgot who else. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, what to expect. 6 of Wands and the Death card. Transformation. This is also Scorpio energy. 6 of Wands. A lot of times when the 6 of Wands is reversed, even though it is in the position of key goal to pursue for you in your monthly forecast, when it's reversed, it represents either you're celebrating a win quietly or that you are not getting the recognition you feel that you deserve. I think personally, this is more about a change and a transformation to how you perceive recognition and accolades, if I'm being very honest. Maybe a lot of attention was important to you in one particular way, and now it maybe not be as important. Your relationship with how you view success might be changing. Or it could just be quite simple and that there's a major shift and transformation regarding your success and achievement. Like maybe it's just a turning point, right? An energetic shift happening. Maybe you already sense that shift. The unexpected is Ace of Wands reversed and the Ten of Cups. This is great. Ten of Cups is an emotional blessing, healing in relationships, big happy family dreams come true. Ace of Wands is a passion. And a lot of times when it's reversed, it either represents something that you weren't really discussing with people and you kind of kept secret, or something that, like a spark that burned out. I don't think that's the case here. I feel like a private passion of yours, or something that you were secretly, a flame that you were secretly keeping alive is being realized this month, which is lovely. Love to see that here. The persistence card is here. I'd like to address that at this time. Your persistence is making this dream come true. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Success is just around the corner. Follow through with what you set out to do consistently until you reach your goal. Hard work is required to keep building on your finances. Okay, Two of Cups reversed, theme of the month. Partnership energy here, right next to the Lovers. I want to come back to that. Divine union here. Nine of Swords reversed, anxiety releasing and subsiding. High Priestess reversed, struggling to hear your intuition. The Devil here, willing attachments, pleasures, indulging. Two of Pentacles, balancing priorities and finances. Now, a lot of times when the Two of Cups is here, reverse, it represents a disconnect in a partnership, but it's next to the Lover. So I'd like to clarify that. I'd like to clarify what this means in terms of your career and finances. Clarify this, please, for Leo. High Priestess here again, and the Star. Star is Aquarius energy, but it's also hope, faith, rejuvenation. What I'm hearing and feeling and sensing is that maybe your sense of intuition is being healed through a significant partnership in your life. Clarify, please, this for Leo. Maybe it's you and your Nine of Cups. Maybe it's you and your partner recommitting to each other. I know you're like, why would that be in a financial reading? Well, Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Money and honey is linked all the time. I mean, that's why prenups exist. I kind of feel like a professional relationship is being healed. This could be a romantic relationship as well, especially if you guys share finances and you guys are kind of on the same page again and the anxiety is subsiding about money decisions that need to be made. You're finally balancing that out. But it's feeling like healing is occurring within a significant relationship that is tied to your finances. There is healing that is taking place. I'm sensing that there was some resentment for a while. Like maybe one of you weren't bringing in as much as you were supposed to, or what you said you would or could. But now that that's changing, that's helping the relationship as well. Financial strain puts a lot of pressure on a relationship, guys. It really does. Now with the Devil and the Two of Pentacles, I just feel like you're balancing your finances, maybe through a job, because I look at sometimes the Devil as like a job or like I said, a willing, mutual, symbiotic relationship. Some sort of partnership, some sort of attachment that is allowing you to regain stability. Okay, I want to talk about your oracle messages. We've got growing up. It's time to step up into your own power and stop engaging in childish qualities. Don't rely on others to help you and care for you. This mess is yours to clean up. Avoid depending on someone else's income. You have all the skills to make your own. We have Rebel. You're a trailblazer meant to see things differently and set a new path for others. Your rebellious spirit makes you a great system buster to teach others a better way. An old belief about money could be preventing you from getting ahead. Life purpose. You will have new ideas and inspirations. Yes. New ideas and inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. What is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward, which is why that persistence card is here. Ask for what you need and things will align for you to carry out your vision. Lastly, we have windfall, which I love to see. You're about to receive a windfall of money or pay raise. Money is currently in a positive cycle. This is a great time to treat yourself or make that big purchase. I love that for you, Leo. I love what's happening in your career. I think what's really happening is you're making strides in your career. And if you are currently partnered, I think your partner is feeling like they're not being prioritized. If you're single, you may feel that you can't dedicate the amount of time that you thought you could at this time to dating or getting to know someone or whatever. Maybe. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying that that's definitely what the situation is. I'm just throwing it out there for you to consider. Let's look at your oracle message. You got a man holding a coin reversed. I don't entirely remember what this message is. I was kind of annoyed with it and I wanted to put it back, but I don't remember what the message is. So let's see. So I was like, no, Whitney, just let's see what the message is. Okay, a male connection and money, health, or value. Reversed. This card reversed reveals that you could be acting against your own best interests where money or health matters are concerned. You might be spending a bit too much or simply not be conscious enough about what's really important. If that's the case, become more aware of your choices and priorities and bring more discipline to your life. So this is also the second time the Two of Pentacles is out here. So I'd love for you to do research on the Two of Pentacles, do some research on the Six of Wands. Okay. Let me keep going. If that's the case, become more aware of your choices and priorities and bring more discipline to your life. This card reverse could also be warning you of a self-absorbed or dismissive man who may be out on his own for his own advancement, even at the cost of your own. Be conscious of the critical or demanding men around you and always remember that you alone determine who has the real power in your life. The affirmation is, I determine my own destiny, I take financial action, and I am receiving wonderful assistance from those around me. All right, Leo, that's what I have for you, babe. Honestly, the only thing I care about right now is that my money's gonna look good. And I don't know, maybe you feel the exact same way, Leo. Like, honestly, I could give a shit about everything else right now, as long as I know my money's gonna be right. And that may sound fucked up, but that's just where I am. That's just really where I am. Like, I'm trying to get the bag this summer because I know this fall, this winter, I don't want to be struggle busing. I don't want to be struggle busing at all. Let me know if you agree. I love you so much, Leo. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. If you would like to become a light keeper, the link is in the description box below, as well as all of my other offerings. I love you so much. Have a great June.